Hello everyone and welcome to FPL Storm's YouTube channel. This is a new thing for me, so any advice or help is greatly appreciated. First of all, for this video, I'm going to look at my team from last week. Last week was another brilliant game week, a massive green arrow, up to 40,000 in the world. I got 91 points, very good score, mostly thanks to that man Erling Haaland, but also people like Kepa Arrizabalaga and Cairo Mitoma, both doing very well. Now let's look at my transfers from last week. Last week I did Mitrovic to Tony. This didn't quite work out. Mitrovic getting 2 points and Tony only getting 1. But I reckon in the long term that will work out better. I also finally got rid of injured James and moved him to Fabian Schär of Newcastle. Newcastle defence is just really good at the moment, so doubling up doesn't really seem like a problem to me. And Schär returning a clean sheet while James not getting any points as he didn't play. Other bonuses this week, I sorted my bench out perfectly. Almiron got more points than Martinelli. I wasn't really going to play Martinelli over Tony with Tony's fixture. It didn't quite work out, but that was fine. The stars, obviously Haaland on 34, a hat-trick and a captaindom, so that was brilliant. Mitoma, a goal and all 3 bonus points, just what you need. And a clean sheet for Chelsea, giving 9 points for Kepa. You also got Trippier getting 8 points, and Rashford and Kane both scoring, and De Bruyne will assist. All in all, a brilliant game week. Okay, moving on now. I'll have the list of best point scorers from last week. So at the top there, Haaland, as usual at this stage. If you don't already have him in your team, please get him in. But I'm pretty sure that mostly everyone will have him in their team. Second on that list was Bowen. Now, yes, he got 16 points, but I don't think he's going to do that again. West Ham are not in good form, so I would not recommend him for your teams, even after that 16-pointer. Third on the list is Eddie Nketiah. Now, yes, he's definitely on my radar, and he definitely should be on yours. He's got a double game week next week, so I think he's basically essential for that week. But currently, I'm reserving judgment, but I would definitely keep him on your radar. Fourth on that list, Kurt Zouma. Again, a lucky clean sheet for West Ham. I would not invest in him at all. Fifth on that list, Mitoma. Brilliant. Definitely get him in. Him or March, you need one of them. Brighton are in brilliant form, scoring a lot of goals. And Bournemouth this week, yeah, it's going to be a goal fest. Sixth on that list is Anthony from Bournemouth. He's been quite a gem. He's got a few decently high points. A nice differential if you want, but I wouldn't recommend him much either. Next on that list is Guaita. Again, a lucky clean sheet for Crystal Palace. I would not invest. Estupiñán. Now, Estupiñán kind of is on my radar. Brighton are doing alright defensively and have some nice fixtures coming up, so he might be a good option for the coming weeks. Emerson Royale. Spurs are not doing well at the moment. Really, their defence, they've conceded first in their last, I don't quite know what the stat is, but I think it's last 10 out of 12, I think. So I would not recommend them. Saka, as basically the same as Nketiah. Arsenal good form, scoring goals, good fixtures, a double. Definitely have a look at him. He is slightly more expensive, so I'd probably rather have Odegaard and maybe even Martinelli as well over him. And then last in that list is Luke Ayling, and the same as Zouma, I wouldn't recommend them. Leeds aren't doing brilliant defensively. It was just a lucky clean sheet and bonus points. Okay, now here we have the fixtures for double game week 22. As you see here, Man United and Leeds both getting the double this week. Man United at home to Crystal Palace and at home to Leeds. 2 very nice fixtures, and definitely want to stack up on their assets. Leeds having 2 away fixtures this week, away to Nottingham Forest and Man United. Slightly more difficult fixtures. Forest away is never easy, and neither is Man United. Especially with the injury to Rodrigo just coming through for Leeds. I reckon I'm not sure about their assets for this week. Other games to target for this week, as you see there, Arsenal are against Everton. Now, Everton do have a new manager in Sean Dyche, so we don't know how they'll fare now. And also, with a new manager, players especially want to show that they're good, that they should deserve their starting place to the new manager. So I don't think it'll be as an easy game as it looks like on paper. I still think Arsenal will win by quite a few, so having Martinelli, Nketiah, Odegaard, Saka, definitely a good idea. But Everton could definitely score in that game. Other good games, Brighton, Bournemouth. I reckon Brighton could get quite a few goals in that home fixture. Mitoma, March, Ferguson even, all good options. Newcastle, West Ham. I know Newcastle haven't been scoring many recently, but that's probably going to be another clean sheet for Newcastle. And maybe Almiron might finally get a goal again. And then Spurs City. That'll be quite a tight game. I feel Haaland and Kane, both big assets at the moment, and I might have to bench Kane this week. It's going to be a tough decision between him and Almiron, unless I move Almiron to Odegaard. Still struggling about that. Yeah, those are the fixtures for this week. Okay, here we have the assets for Man United for their double game week against Crystal Palace and Leeds. Defensively, Luke Shaw would be the best option. He's scored since the restart. He's had two assists this season, in bonus, 6 clean sheets. That's a lot of points. Midfield, obviously, that man, Marcus Rashford, in the prime time of his life. He's playing so well at the moment. He's 9 goals, 3 assists, and 12 bonus so far this season. Also 7 clean sheets, so that's another 7 points at the end of the day. He's scored so many goals recently, and I am going to triple captain him this week. Very nice fixtures, both at home. He's scoring so often at home, so I would recommend definitely captain him. And if you still have it, triple captain is definitely an option this week. Also midfield, you have Bruno Fernandes. Now I'm bringing Bruno in this week for De Bruyne. He scored 4 goals, 5 assists, got a return in every single one of his Premier League games since the restart, except for one. So that's pretty good going. He's a low ownership, so you can call him a differential, and I think he will do very, very well this game week. Here are the Leeds assets for their double game week this week. They've got Forest away and then United away. Now I made this graphic before the injury announcement of Rodrigo. So obviously Rodrigo is not a good choice this week. Do not bring him in. If you already have him in, bench him. But he's out for a few months, so I would look to move him to Mitoma or Odegaard or Martinelli. Other than that, we've got Nonto. Now he takes up a forward slot, but still he's a good option. He's got a goal and assist and 3 bonus. He's doing well. He's really established himself into that Leeds team alongside Rodrigo and others. He's only 5 million, so he's pretty cheap. He's definitely a good option for this week. Pascal Strijk is their defender. They're probably the best defender. Leeds haven't been brilliantly defensively, but as you can see there, Strijk has scored 2 goals and got 2 assists this season. So he's definitely a lot more attacking. But also, as you can also see there, only 4 clean sheets. It's not a good record for clean sheets for Leeds. But if you're looking at Leeds player, Nonto is probably your best option. Okay, and finally, let's have a look at my team for double game week 22. So to start off at the back, I'm playing Kepa Arrizabalaga over Danny Ward. Chelsea have Fulham at home, so there's probably going to be a clean sheet there, but never can tell, I suppose. At the back, Luke Shaw with double game week, he's definitely in, 100%. Trippier against West Ham at home, probably going to be a clean sheet there, so he's also in. Now, as for another sort there, currently I have Saliba at Everton away. But I think that I'm going to play Jar over him. I'm just not entirely sure. That'll probably change before the deadline, but I'm not entirely sure there. As for the midfield, Mitoma, obviously against Bournemouth, definitely plays. Fernandes with his double plays as well. Now Rashford on there as his captain. Pretty sure he's going to be triple captained. Yeah, no, he's going to be triple captained. That double game week is just too nice. And then on that graphic, it says Almiron. But I'm really swithering playing Martinelli over Almiron. I think it will happen. I think Martinelli will play over Almiron. And then the front three, Kane against City. City's defence hasn't been that solid, let's be honest. And Kane is on fire, so he definitely could score this week. Tony against Southampton. Now, I have thought about moving Tony to Nketiah, but I just brought in Tony last week, so I think I need to give him another week, and then probably move him to Nketiah next week. And then Haaland, obviously, the man. Nothing more to say about him. Mentioned Walker as well against Spurs. I don't even know if he'll play, so there's no point in having him. So the transfers made here would be De Bruyne to Bruno. Bruno coming in for his double game week. De Bruyne will probably come in back in next week. That's just what's going to happen. I suppose De Bruyne's got a double game week next week. It's a hit I've got to take. Possibilities, triple captain Rashford, as I've said. I think that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it will. Don't move in De Bruyne. I think I am moving De Bruyne. Bruno's coming in. I want him for the double. Odegaard and Saka and Nketiah should be on there as well, to be honest. Almiron, Odegaard, I've swithered about a lot this week, but I think I'm going to want Nketiah for that double, and if I bring Odegaard in there, then I'll have to take another Arsenal boy out to bring in Nketiah, and I think I'd rather have Tony this week. I just think Everton could do quite well with the new manager. A -4, well, that's just kind of the Almiron to Odegaard move, or Tony Kettle, which I've just covered. And then who to bench, honestly, it'll change so often. I think what you see on screen is basically what it's going to be, except I think Martinelli will play over Almiron. I'm not sure if I'll put Sharon instead of Saliba just because of the fact that if West Ham do score, that knocks out both clean sheets. I think that'll be basically what it'll be, except as I say, Martinelli for Almiron, and I'm pretty sure it'll be Trummer captain Rashford. That's my team for this week. Thank you everyone for watching. There'll be weekly videos coming out on a Friday, looking over my team from the week before and looking forward to the next game week. I post daily on my Instagram, so if you want to check me out there, it's just FPL Storm as well. Thank you everyone.